G'day, Lane Harrison here. Today's video I'm going to do is on productivity in the health club. And we're going to focus in on 6 ways that you can improve your productivity and free up time so you can really focus in on the most important things in your club. So what we know is that the typical health club manager is really quite busy. They're dealing with a heap of things, and we find that often they don't get to the most important tasks because they're so tied down with busy work in their day-to-day role. So that's a bit of a challenge, because what it means is that they're continually bogged down in busy work, but they're not getting the time to focus on the activities that are going to produce the highest leverage or the best result in terms of growing the health club and increasing revenues. So the first step that we really need to establish is what we need to focus on. But before we get to that, we also need to think about how we can free up our time so that we're not caught down in the busy work of day-to-day health club operations. So a really good activity to go through is what we call an 80-20 analysis. So if you're familiar with the concept of the 80-20 rule, this tells us that our results come from a small amount of our actions or our efforts. So in other words, 20% of our actions result in 20% of our results. So if we look at this in terms of revenues, 80% of the revenue a health club generates comes back to 20% of the actions that a health club manager is taking. So the fastest way to grow a health club and make it extremely profitable is to find the 20% here, and excuse my poor writing, find the 20% and focus in on that. But if a health club manager is busy with tasks throughout the day that's not really adding to this 20%, what we need to do is find a way to eliminate or delegate or even automate those tasks. And what this video is going to focus on is how can we automate some of these tasks to ensure that we can, as a health club manager, focus in on the activities that are going to give us the best possible result. So with the emergence of technology, automation is a big benefit that we can derive from our technology. So let's now explore how we can take the concept of automation and use that to our advantage as a health club manager, so we have additional time available to really focus in on our high leverage activities. So we're going to be going through in our next video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways in which we can automate parts of our health club so we have more time available to focus in on the 20% that gives us the biggest effect in terms of our profitability. So be sure to check out the next video, and we'll chat to you then.